Hello there, welcome back to another episode. In tonight's one we are looking at Ideanomics stock again. So if you are new to the channel, we have looked at Ideanomics stock a lot in the past, but tonight we are doing another look at the stock because you know what, it's another day where we have seen the price drop, unfortunately. Obviously today is the Sunday, so the markets are opening tomorrow and we will be giving a full forecast on it then. But basically in this one we are looking at what you should do with the company now, because a lot of people are wondering, is now a good time to get in? If you guys do have any questions, by the way, feel free to leave them in the description or over on Discord. I will get back to you on Discord as soon as I can, and I will probably shout it out in another video if you leave it in the comments. So yeah, if that sounds like a good plan for a video for tonight, please do leave that like and subscribe. It would be massively appreciated. And yeah, let's just jump straight into this one. So looking at it for tonight, is it going to be a good time to get into Ideanomics today or tomorrow when the markets do open? I think we are definitely looking in a better position than where we were looking, at the start of last week. So if we're looking at the price of Ideanomics over the past month, and I think it's the past month which is really a crucial point, we have seen this big increase in the price. We went down from about $1.16, took us all the way back up to about $3.15. So obviously that's like a $2 increase, and then from that point we did a bit of a sell-off. I think we are coming towards the end of the sell-off, but I could be wrong. I'm not a financial advisor, but it looks like we are coming to the end of the sell-off. But yeah, the sell-off was lasting for quite a long time. It took us down 35%, almost even 36%. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering, is now a good time to get into this stock? So my opinions are as follows. Yeah, I think we are looking in a much better position to get into the stock, because if we're looking at it from a 5-week chart especially, we can see we started off the week on about $3. This was on Monday last week, and obviously now we are on about $2. But if we look at the pattern, I think it does look like it may be slowing. Look at this from a short-term perspective. Is this one a good one to trade? I think if you're going to trade it from a short-term perspective, I would not expect huge growth numbers, for this company. This is more of a stable, in fact, not even that stable to be honest, but it's more of a slow-growing company for now at least. I think it definitely does have potential to pick up, and I think if we are going to, hope that this company is going to pick up, and if we're buying it for that, I think we do need to look at it on a long-term perspective. So yeah, my long-term perspective for this company is I can see this one doing well. Obviously, I can see it being a slow grower for the time being. I think it just got a little bit overhyped in this month. I'm not 100% sure why, but I think look at this for the long term, we can expect some growth. I think what the company does is kind of niche at the minute. Not a lot of other companies are doing this, because obviously they are supplying mass numbers of vehicles, charging, whatnot, all electric stuff for vehicles. And I think with this market, it's definitely one for the future for definite. So I think it's a case of, we're not going to see too much growth in this market sector for now. And I think even if we are, I think it's probably going to be overinflated growth. But looking at this for a serious play in the long term, yes, I do see it being a potential one. I see it definitely being one which I want to keep on my radar, simply due to the fact that if we look at the future, we aren't going to be using as many petrol and diesel cars. Petrol and diesel cars are cool, but, with the way things are going with the planet, people do want to switch to electricity. Obviously, we could have chose other options, but electricity doesn't look like the one which we are going for. And, right now we are not seeing too many electric vehicles on the streets. I have used this example in many other videos, but if we look at the charts of how many electric vehicles are being sold in, the United Kingdom, the United States, European countries, it's like 70% of the cars are petrol and diesel, and then the other 30% are, electric vehicles. I think this is going to flip in the future. I think 70% are going to be electric, if not more, if not 100%. I think that is when we are going to see these electric stocks start to grow a lot more. I think the company does a lot of great things. I think supplying batteries and charging is definitely going to be fundamental and crucial for the future. So for that reason, I can see this one being a stock which you want to hold. How long would I personally hold this one for if I had will in it? If I believed that it was going to grow, I would say this is one to hold for at least 10 years, if not more, because like I said, electric cars, I mean, yes, they are quite popular, but in comparison to petrol and diesel, they are not very popular at all. I think this market sector is going to take off in the next 10 years, if not longer. I think that is when we are really going to see the growth on this stock. So looking at this stock, would I buy? Yes, I would definitely buy, but I would definitely, I say this with, the most emphasis that I can, I would keep my eyes on realistic growth, because yes, I can see this one blowing up in the future, but I'm not talking 5 days into the future, I'm not talking 6 weeks into the future. I think this one's going to blow up, but in a few years. I think it could be one that you're going to hold for a few years and then say, oh, I'm glad that I picked that up. But I think for the short term, don't expect too much huge growth. Obviously, I could be 100% wrong on that, and I will be updating you on this stock later in the week. So I hope that you did enjoy the video. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.